Hello, everyone. It's Monday. I don't know what time it is. It's like around 4 p.m. here. Yeah, I kind of, got the inspiration to do this video real quick, so let's go for it. I wanted to highlight the differences between Prestos and All-American pressure cookers. So, as you can see, I have my own preference. But the thing is that this is a lot of investment, and maybe you don't need something like this. Chances are you really, really don't need something like this. In fact, you might not want a pressure cooker at all, which if you don't, and you just want to buy sterilized grain, I would encourage you to go to the profile for YouTube, find our link tree, and shop around on our website, which, most of the business I do is wholesale, but we're trying to get our retail game a little bit better. So it's a work in progress, but yeah, any support on that front would be great. Anyways, Presto, obviously, well, maybe not to everybody, but Presto is the cheaper option. It's aluminum, just like the All-Americans, but it's much, much thinner aluminum. And there's some pretty big key differences. You'll see you've got the wing nuts on here. So this is just a metal to metal seal. Whereas with the Presto, you've got an O-ring on the inside. Okay. So, I mean, it's very practical, but it's not as good as a metal to metal seal, because when you go to put this thing on, which can be a pain, by the way, you line up the two arrows right here. I don't think I'll be able to do this one-handed even, but you put it on and you twist it, and that's how it closes. And like I said, I can't do this one-handed, but you get the idea. So I've found that the O-ring can be pretty precarious if you're trying to do a whole lot with your pressure cookers. Oftentimes there will be spurts coming out the side. Not all the time, but it's something. If you're on your 10th use and you see a little leak, I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised if I were you. And you can fix that by maybe adjusting the O-ring a little bit or getting a new O-ring, not that big of a deal, but I've always found that pretty annoying. Whereas with this nice metal to metal seal, it like really divots into the rest of the pressure cooker, and then these things you can really tighten down. And I hardly ever have any leaks of any kind with the All-Americans. And these things will last for 100 years, 200 years if they're taken care of. They're amazing pieces of equipment. So yeah, Presto's gonna work. Not the best. All-American, a lot better in my opinion. But it's like 4 or 5 times more expensive than this. And we're not even talking about hot plates either. You're gonna have to get a hot plate if you want to use this and you don't have a gas stove at home. You might be able to get away with whatever you have. I mean, but you definitely want to be careful. Some other key differences. You've got this little guy right here, which is basically just a pressure indicator. So you're going to have it venting out the top right here, and then you're going to take your weight, you're going to put the weight on, and then this little thing is going to pop right up. And that's how you know that this thing is completely filled with steam and you're ready to go for your cycle. The thing is, though, is sometimes this thing doesn't come out straight, and it's just like spurting out water here and there, Ooh, it doesn't look so good in there. But yeah, this thing can be a source of trouble sometimes too, especially if you've got your bags in there and it's interfering with the little pressure indicator. So The All-Americans, they don't have that at all. You let it vent out for a few minutes, you stick your weight on, you're good to go. Watch this thing. I don't know. This just seems like a little bit extra to me that I'm not sure why it's there, and it can cause issues. I can't really think of anything else to say about these. I want to keep this video pretty short, but if you're a beginner and you're really kind of wondering what the differences are, yeah, just much more heavy duty, much tighter seal, lighter duty, cheaper, O-ring, this thing. That's the gist. I mean, maybe you have no idea the difference between a Presto and an All-American, and if not, this video is for you. If you've already known all of this and you're still watching, I'm flattered and thank you. I guess you just like listening to me talk. But yeah, maybe comment below and let me know if there are some things much more in depth about pressure cookers that you'd like to know, whether it comes to just using any pressure cooker in general, or the differences between these two. I'm starting to phase out of this whole thing. This has been just wonderful, having all these pressure cookers lined up, ready to go in one spot. But we're scaling up, and it's going to be time for the big boy autoclaves. I'm about to get my second one in here pretty soon, which if you can afford an autoclave, yeah, you don't got to mess with any of this, but not everyone's there. I certainly wasn't there for a very long time, but yeah, I hope this helps you guys. And again, if you don't want to mess with the pressure cookers at all, you know where to go. I could really use your support on growing the retail side of the business. Check out the website, check out our Instagram, check out our Facebook. All of it is in that link tree on the profile for this YouTube channel. Well, thank you so much for sticking with me, guys, and I hope that your cultivations are going well and you're doing great, and I'll catch you on the next one.